Hey everyone! Today I want to talk about something we don't often talk about, cleaning when you're not feeling well. Whether you're dealing with chronic pain, illness, or pulled out your back like I did, sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is just rest. But we all know as moms it's hard to take a break, right? So in this video, I'm sharing some tips for how to handle cleaning when you're pushing through and why it's okay not to do everything. Let's get started. I know what it feels like to have that laundry basket overflowing, dishes are piling up, and feeling like you just have to keep going. But sometimes that can make things worse. Let's talk about how we can tackle this in a way that puts healing first. Hi, welcome back or welcome. My name is Joann, and I wanted to share a little bit about my situation from a couple of weeks ago when I pulled out my back. I get it, I was in pain, I was exhausted. There's some times that you're even sick, and the last thing you want to do is clean. But when you see the mess piling up, it's hard not to feel guilty, right? You think about that laundry basket sitting there for another day, or the dishes that need unloading. And the truth is, you can give yourself permission to let it sit for a while. So let's start by saying this. You are not a failure for needing a break. Taking time to heal should always be your focus. No one expects you to do it all, and there's no shame in putting off the cleaning for a bit. So I thought I would share a few tips on how to tackle this when you're feeling sick, pain, or just exhausted. The most important thing when you're in pain is to be focusing on healing. So while the laundry might be there for another day, make sure you're resting, you're hydrating, and taking care of your body. It's okay to take a day off the chores or just even an hour to lay down and rest. Trust me, your body will thank you. Prioritizing self-care really is the most important thing you can do at this moment. Some days the laundry baskets just have to sit around for another day or two, and that's okay. You don't have to do it all today. My next tip is to break it down into small tasks when you can. When you feel like you can manage just a little bit of cleaning, break it down. Maybe instead of tackling the whole kitchen, you just unload the dishwasher. Or instead of making the entire bed, just fluff the pillows. It's about finding small wins that won't wear you out. I know it's tempting to leave the bed unmade when you're feeling tired, but maybe you can just fluff the pillows or pull up the blanket, little things that make it feel just a bit more put together. My next tip is to enlist help or delegate tasks. If you have kids or a partner, don't be afraid to ask for help. It might be hard to delegate when you're used to doing everything yourself, but remember, you're teaching others to pitch in, especially your kids. It's okay to ask for help. Maybe your kids can help with the dishes, and your partner can take over the laundry for the day or two. My next tip is to just embrace imperfection. There's a lot of pressure to have everything looking perfect, especially during times that are busy, but sometimes perfection isn't the goal. It's about doing what you can and being kind to yourself. If the floor isn't swept or the counters are cluttered, that's okay. Focus on healing first. Another tip I have for you is the power of saying no, encouraging you to set some boundaries. Saying no to some task is actually a form of self-care. I know it's hard to say no to responsibilities, especially as moms, but saying no means you're saying yes to yourself, giving your body the time it needs to heal and rest. If someone asks you to do something and you just don't have the energy, it's okay to say no. You don't have to push through everything. Take a break when you need it. Now let's talk about a mindset shift. This is my next tip. Gotta change the perspective. It's so easy to feel guilty when things aren't getting done, but we need to shift our mindset. Instead of focusing on what you haven't done, think about what you have done. Maybe today you didn't clean the whole house, but you gave yourself permission to rest, and that's just as important. Sometimes the most important thing we can do for our families is to take care of ourselves. When we rest and we heal, and we're better able to show up for them later. I hope this video helped you feel a little less guilty about the days when you just can't do it all. It's okay if the laundry piles on another day, if the dishes are still in the sink. Your health is a priority and the chores can wait. If you're struggling, just remember it's okay to take a break. 2 weeks ago, I pulled out my back just closing a drawer in my bathroom, and it was quite painful. So today is actually the first day that I've actually been able to do any cleaning. So I wanted to share, some of my thoughts about the last couple of weeks and worrying about house cleaning and how we put so much pressure on ourselves. Today, all I wanted to do was accomplish cleaning the kitchen, and I think I did a pretty good job considering I wasn't 100% back to feeling myself. If you're going through a tough time, I'd love for you to share your experience in the comments. Let's support each other and remind ourselves that it's okay to take care of ourselves. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe for more cleaning, organization, and lifestyle content. Take care, and remember, you're doing great. Thank you for watching.